So, hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I've been saying I can feel like the energy of having to balance the sacral chakra. And if you're not like totally fed up with the fact that your DM or like your counterpart, your loved one, is sharing this energy with somebody else, then it is them coming to somewhat of an understanding around this. But this reading is particular because normally I never go for any sort of guidance, but today I want it to be like around this energy here because it's starting to bother me. And I'll say something again. Starting this year, I could feel the energy of the lover, number 6. I can see it here again. I can still feel it. It is the truth this year around. If you want to align, and if you're resonating with me, you're going to have to, tap into this energy here and really figure it out. And I hope that you have heard me. For the ones who are about their money, I had those two cards magically appearing. High hearts entwined. Really nice to see you here. So for the ones about their cash and their money, I've had those two cards here yesterday, like drop. Nothing is ever miraculous, so I'll read it for you. I now create a wonderful new job. If you're resonating with me, that idea of like a new job or creating one for yourself, sooner than later is going to be like a subject in your life. It says, I am totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position, using my creative talents and ability, working for and with people I love. Hi to y'all. In a wonderful location and earning good money. The thing here is like your abilities and working for and with people you love is what it is, people. Is really what it is. And I prosper wherever I turn. I now see opportunities for abundance everywhere. I am blessed and prospered. That's the message. That's the one I got. I share it with you guys. So let's do this here. So let me tell you, people, anything happening around this energy in a person's life, is literally like crucial, people. And it's funny, I never really speak of myself, but if you knew about psychology, you would see the stuff that I'm trying to tell you. I've known, but now I really understand. And when I look at myself, like my detachment towards the masculine energy to this point here is because I'm mad that they're sharing this energy with somebody else. And I think things through. My life itself is a meditation. So it's like, you know what, this here is greater than we all know. Because even I did not know. And that's what it is. Whether you try to ignore it or indulge too much in it, this energy here is literally like, I wonder if it's not like everything. Do you see that? That card, pleasure. I don't know. I felt it. I want to know like what the DM, the masculine energy, especially if they're in dealings with karmics, like what's going on. Spirit saying yes to me, like that's the right energy with that card, pleasure as well. Like, yeah, welcome literally to your rendezvous with me is what Spirit is saying. Do you see that card? I'm over it. I know that there is a shift concerning this energy here. And not just that, if you pay attention, you're over it too. the fantasies, literally some of us like dreaming about our loved one and their karmic together, imagining them, picturing it, especially if you're like, psychic. Some of you are over that too. It's a problem, I'm telling you. Some of you listening to me, you feel just like me. It's funny tonight, people. If you only knew, because I'm always myself with you guys, but tonight there's no filter here. In this psychic game here, I'll go all the way through because I want to know for a change. Some of you here, if you're like me, you're saying to yourself, eventually I'm going to have to see literally the face of God really soon, because some of you feel like you won't be believing anymore, and some of you in love, in everything, and some of you feel like if it doesn't happen soon, you don't want this thing like ever again. And I can see it like in the card, I'm over it too. That's you, feminine. You need to see this like union, like I'm not saying everybody because we all at like different levels, but some of you, the ones especially who've been doing this thing here for the long run, you need to see that day manifest. Yeah. Otherwise, literally, you've become so strong that you're like, you know what, if I don't ever have this thing, it is cool. But at this point here, I need to know what's going on. And I hope you feeling me, people. Let me go on. Oh, those cards. Someone here is saying they want to spend time with you. Exactly that. It says it here. If you cannot now, well, we will never see each other again. That's what the feminine is feeling around that sacral energy. And I'll tell you something. It's a little bit of what this like Valentine's energy has done to us too, because a lot of us, I picture, pictured their counterpart actually with somebody else. And for a lot of us, it did something to us, whether we wanted to detach from it or like stay in that energy. Is like, you know what? You want to spend time with your person. And this energy is funny because I'm trying to channel him, so maybe so does he. But believe me, the idea of like, if it cannot be done now, we will never see each other again. To that card, never. Some of you are not playing with your DMs anymore, but I need him to tell me about this like karmic. How he shares that space with the karmic. I'm seeing here that card, true love, and I need to clarify that because there's something that I'm feeling. I knew it. It's not that concept of money, people. Excuse me, it's not the concept of money. It's just that, this sacral energy, your DM is saying to you that he truly loves it. How do I know it? Because that card money is like a low vibe to me, a low vibrational type of card. A little bit like sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's what they're into with that money card. This here is like that fast life, That's their true love, is what's going on. They really love it. But somehow I like that moon energy because that's, I'm loving this energy. Let the cards guide me, for me to be able to explain that to you. Do you see the card? I'm over it. I'm telling you, like, slowly your DM is coming out of this paradigm that I can see here. Definitely. That fast life. Yeah. And I'm liking it because the cards are jumping too. Do you see that? I'm over it and the past. Do you see the energy that's like blocked into, I mean, between those two concepts, the one I'm describing to you? They really love that life, people. But I'm seeing it here. I am over it. And that there being the past for them, let me tell, yeah, to that card like better. Yeah, people. His sacral energy is starting to bother him too. He knows this life here is not the way to go, which is why this guy is saying, I want to become better. You feel it, Spirit saying yes to me, if you're resonating with me. You feeling like, the time is literally now. It was not like that. Okay. You, if it cannot be done, you can't anymore. And it's like right now I'm saying to you, some of like the OGs, you need to see the face of God sometimes really soon, and it's doable, and that there is something you find within you, people. And I'm just here to like tell you, share with you, or like guide you, but ultimately you can do it for yourself. You can literally like call on to God and he would answer, believe me. And I hope you heard me, to the point where you're like, you know what, if it's not there, I accept it to that card. Yes, then we would never see each other again. That's exactly why this energy here is moving, or it's like the mirror of it. I don't know how to explain that better. Didn't I tell you that idea of like things having to be done now? Some of you feel like that, like, is it too late? Is what he is asking himself, to that card, like, I was wrong. We need you to spill the secrets, like the true energetic secrets about like you and the karmic DM is what I want. This here, I'll tell you, you can see the message for yourself. Does it make like any sense to you? It's because this card here is in reversed, because of the other two cards. He's saying to me he is not happy. Help me, and I need you by my side. Mind you, this here is his spirit, like his higher self, no matter what he says to you. And this here is what I'm focused on. I believe that energy, I could feel it, people. Done with that fast life. And I'll tell you something to this card that bothers me here for the longest. Living his life around that sacral energy here was something that made him happy. Believe me. Let's, call it like it is. He enjoyed it. You see that even to that union card. It's the truth. And lately, when I see that card, I'm like, it's like 100% that, like me literally being in union with the universe is how I see that lately. So you would know. Hi to all of you in the chat room. How you guys doing? I'm sorry, sometimes when I channel, I go really far, people. I call it traveling without moving. I'm thinking about you. I can feel it, Let me go on. Is that card I'm happy that bothers me, I need one more. That idea of like karma is very real, people. So whether you can accept it or not, I'm saying to you literally this like karmic situations that have like sacral chakra within them are part of your karma. And I hope that you heard me. That's what the universe is saying to me. One more for this card here. Okay, I got it. Do you see that idea of like my angel, help me, you are the light? You shall, you should pick it up, by now. You're different than the stuff that he has experienced, the stuff that he has called like happiness so far. Like, the money is not true love. It's just what he truly loved was like the life base around this sacral chakra. And I need a card like, because I can feel it, in my spirit is not happiness. One thing you're going to have to acknowledge, even when it comes to your DM, you see how he's living that fast life. That makes him even more jealous, when it comes to you. His true love, the one he really holds inside, because he knows what he's capable of, is what it is. Like liars have even more imagination than you do. Lets you know where their mind goes, same thing for somebody who's like indulging in this kind of energy here. It makes him even more jealous of you. Maybe that's the reason why he's changing, because he cannot take it. That jealousy keeps coming back in my readings too. You see that idea of like resting and leaving that fast life a little bit aside. One more. Some of you, and it's very specific here, is their children that's making them grow. Whether they had like a child with the karmic or with you, is the concept of children that's making them grow. And I will put it aside, but you are acknowledged, women with children here. That idea of new love, like something better than what he has experienced. And you see that separation is actually the separation from you, because he's living this energy with somebody else, is the separation from you into the idea that he should have treated you better. I need that card underneath. His idea, yeah, with that card, hope. His idea of success is the fact that he would still have you in the card. I still want you, and I believe it with that card, hope here. The fact that he doesn't want to lose you because of pleasure. And I need that card underneath because this is how it started. It's the last one. Do you see that? How the pleasure has turned into pain? I'm showing you my cards because this energy is not balanced within him and he does not want to lose you for pleasure, which is why it's turning into pain. I need the card underneath. I'm so sorry. It's like working at it, I'll keep that card aside because it never shows up. And working at it so that you would give him another chance. And I will leave it at that. I hope you got the message, is what it is. That pleasure has turned into pain because his sacral chakra is not balanced, because he's undergoing that karma just like you. He does not want to lose you, and I believe he's spiritual and like worldly. Jealousy is what is making him change people because of that separation from you. That fast life was cool, but he's more in the energy of resting by now, wanting a new type of pleasure, literally. The stuff that made him happy, I'm telling you, it's no longer the case. As he's saying to me, I'm over it. That there was the past. That life was a little wrong, is it too late? This here is one spirit saying to me, because yes, I can do better. I'm ready to work on myself. It is crazy, but you've seen the message. When this moon card appeared, I felt it, because it's literally like negative plus negative, or like the alchemy of like negative and negative. To me, you'll bring out something positive, and spirit is saying yes to me. That's the code. If you, excuse me, if that negative energy or whatsoever is sending you into a negative place, you're going to want to heal it, and I can see it here. I need more cards. Is everybody okay? Normally when I channel with for myself, I just use this one deck here. Because I figured that's all I need. But today is very special to me, because it's the first time I believe that I want an answer, because I know it's not just for myself, and then I would do this setting here. Otherwise, I'm on my bed with just my little baby here. Let me go on. So as to DM, or like your counterpart, it may be also a feminine energy, but your counterpart's energy with like a third party or a karmic around the sacral energy is what I want this reading here to be. Like, what's going on? I saw a change here. A change, a definite change. Yeah, and the idea of like rebuilding yourself. But this here, he's been working at it literally, whether you know of it or not, if it's in secret or not, for some time, because he literally already planted and did the whole like preparation for this thing here to grow. It has already begun. Yeah. Let me tell you something. The karmic is real, but you are real too. Believe me, this here is for you. The woman I'm speaking to. Is because he wants that what like his hope, what he would consider like success, and you can see those are pentacles, people, real energy, the kind of stuff that you can touch. Do you see literally how you, the feminine energy, and this is like true energy, palpable energy, how you're like again trapped like between those pentacles here? The idea of like definitely doing better, to give it all to you, people, is because of you, is what is saying here to me. I need another card, but him here, he's in love, he's definitely in love. Yeah. Because he's divinely connected to you. I could feel that love, and I don't usually feel that about that King of Cups, because he's like cold, in my heart. Definitely working on himself, I believe it. Around this energy here, mind you, I asked for it, It's crazy. I believe that he's working at that because of these pentacles here and these two kings here. It's crazy. Ooh. You gotta see what's going on here, because I'm sensitive to that. Not just are we talking like working on himself for real, but you would figure out like how far he's come. That's crazy. Crazy. I wouldn't miss that, I'm liking this here. Like, you know what? This guy might start being like decent sometime soon. It's because he understands, just like I said, the importance of this energy here. And this here is the pain that this chakra here has actually caused him. And I hope you're following, and in the making caused you too. Yeah. And whether you want to acknowledge it or not, caused the karmic too. This is what's going on. I'm starting to see these pairs, in my reading. What's going on? I'll tell you what it is, people. Whether you have or have not been like intimate with your person, believe me, the way you love, the way you're intimate, your sensuality to your sexuality is like different from others, or like different from this one karmic here. This here is my card. I'll tell you what I know. You ought to be worshipped, as a feminine. That's exactly how it goes. There's no other way around this thing. That's exactly how you have to see yourself. And you don't have to compete with anybody. At the end of it all, this here is supposed to be like a spiritual experience. All the technique and whatnot in the world cannot like substitute for your energy, this very energy, the one that's like literally meeting, with him. Believe me, you're aligned. He will never get enough of you, because you literally like charge him. I wanted to say like electrically, energetically, and he does the same thing to you. This here is saying to me they can't compete with your energy, with who you are. And I don't know if you know yourself, but I know that this is true when it comes to me. Oh, I'm seeing this, I'm liking them around this time too, because it's like easier for me. Otherwise, I have to stay up like. You're saying, may I ask if you, Dr. Victor Ade Poju, hi to you, sir. You have to ask me your question again, because your name is like drawing me. I'm going to answer your question. Yeah. Thank you, hearts entwined. I'm liking this too. But I can feel it, you're different. And believe me, people, that's the first like pair coming out. That's what he loves about you. I can see it here. It's like your heart, and how your heart, and that's how you should keep it as a true feminine, how your heart is connected to this energy here. In other terms, how aligned you are. And I hope you heard me. Let me tell you what this 10 of cups here means. Literally that energy, that's where it belongs. I don't know how to explain that. It's like a little bit, why should I keep on like killing this energy? Is not worthy, unless literally is like in the sanctuary of the home or this family that I'm seeing here. And I hope that you have heard me. It's like your DM, he's attaching this principle here with the principle of love. That energy with the principle of love is what's going on here. Believe me, I know my cards. That cup energy, like in a class act, is how I'm seeing this card here. This here is the energy of a gentleman, somebody who's like has respect for women, who cherishes them, literally, is what I'm seeing here. This here is a class act for a change, and I believe this You know what? I can't cuss on my channel, but I believe him. I do. To that King of Pentacles, my lord. I believe him because he's telling me he's real. Do you know what this guy is saying to me? Sure, it is what it is, but I know that work has been done. I can even see it here, and I see it in this line of pentacles here. This motherfucker is telling me, you think you got class, you think you're special, but let me tell you that I am special too. Let me tell you that I am the one for you, is what's going on here. Because when I see pentacles, I know it's real, is all I'll say to you. I know it's just as real as like you can hear my voice and I can hear you. And I can feel you or read you. Okay, I need to know more, especially because of this pain here that he has acknowledged. That he has done, maybe acknowledged, because somehow he has here. And him, being your divine match or whatsoever. Yeah, I knew it, because of that like card like going crazy. I need one more cards, but I know already what's going on. This guy here is basically trying to tell me I thought that the karmic completed me. I can see it here. You would see it too. I thought that the karmic completed me. And that energy of like madness around that, believe me, he thought the fast life, like all of these things was like, the SHIT for him is what he thought. And clarify those two. He thought that was the true life, people, to all of these pentacles here. But I want to know why he's seeing that as some form of a madness. This guy is saying to you, whether you want to hear it or not, that he was just in the making. And I can see it here. And people, I believe it because of what I'm seeing, because of that line of pentacles here. He's saying to me, I was in the making, I was immature, and now this is who I am. And he's saying to me, T, you don't believe me, check me out. And it's what it is, people. All these kings coming out, they're all here. The damn king of air. They're all here, people. What's going on? Because I did this reading like I want him to tell me how low down and dirty he actually is, Check this out, people. It is crazy. I need the card underneath. He's saying to me, I've matured when it comes to love too. Because that pattern I showed you, I can see it here again. Like literally, I know what I want now. To the same idea, like, if this is where I'm going when it comes to love, that's where I once was, like that fast life and everything. Because as these kings are piling up, literally their match from the past is piling up. I got it. Yeah, no. And oh, I didn't even see to that like pentacle, ace of pentacles, the spirit saying to me that's exactly what's going on. They have matured, people. Many of you listening to me, your DM has matured, over the thought of being with you. And I hope you heard me. He's saying to me like all of these conflicts, from the past, literally exactly were not in vain. I'm going to tackle the energy that I want, but till I switch, decks and energy, he wants you to know that this like connection is real, him or she. And believe me, that's the truth here, to that Ace of Sword, the card underneath. I'm starting to see that pain also that comes, with all these realizations, as like the kings here versus like, that what you call it, like page energy. I'm starting to see that like the dissonance between them two. I'm seeing it here. It's not the lies, it's because above all doing this stuff here, he disappointed himself. And I'll tell you what this deck here is saying to me is not just that, yeah, he's actually lying and hiding his stress. I'm saying to you, if you're resonating with this reading here, because all kings are out, is like most likely that your person is like, for the moment, there is you and there is somebody else. I can see it here, but it doesn't like prevent him from coming closer to the truth. And I'm liking this because I want the other deck now, and it's a burden to him. You and that other person, you guys are sharing space, when it comes to your DM, because that Three of Cups is already out. It's becoming a burden to him. Yeah. To that mental, like, conflict, Yeah. To him, like having to make a choice, because I'll tell you something, now he knows better, even because of that King of Air here that keeps like bothering me. I'm telling you, he knows better. It's a matter of days or like weeks, but he's going to have to make up his mind because this guy knows better. I need the card. I don't know what's happening. And I'll tell you something else, he needs to do that, and you need to see that for yourself too, that he'd be like totally freed from this like imbalance type of energy before you start, this Two of Cups with him. Otherwise, I'm telling you, you know. This here is Spirit saying to me, do you understand that the sacral chakra, literally, when you guys get to spend time together, maybe in the most beautiful way possible, but that's exactly the energy that you guys are going to be healing together. And Spirit is saying to me, yeah, that's what's going to happen in the future. Beautiful. As you have your union. Somehow, and if you're honest to yourself, as I am to myself at the moment, maybe it would free you to know that, your sacral chakra, your sacral energy has also been like tampered with. Well, so is his, and I can see it here to this card here. Like in the future, to that union there, you better believe that that's the truth. You will heal that energy together, and I pray for all of you that it be like in the most enjoyable way possible, and that you would get this victory here. I need to stop with this deck because it's enchanting me, but I hope that you caught the message. I can see growth here around this energy, though I'm telling you, some of them are still with the karmic. And I'm saying to you, the longer they do that, the longer they hurt themselves in this relationship, is all I'll say. I don't know how you pronounce your name, but Shador, you're not alone, my dear. We're here, sorry, to help each other. You don't have to lose hope. That's what we do around here. We keep each other, like moving forward. So, just hang in there and know that you're not by yourself. The idea, Shador, of being like, abused and cheated on and stuff like that, treated like, like trash. think is the thing that all of us share here, or like have shared at a point in time of our lives, so just take it easy, just like breathe and know that you're not alone in this. He's hiding spiritually, the DM. I know it, because he's literally, I'm not saying it's not the truth, because the message wouldn't come through if it wasn't the truth. But I'm saying to you, wait, where is that card? That he's hiding a certain type of, let me see, energy. Where is it? Here. He's hiding it, and I know it, whether from you or from the karmic, it is the truth. Something is happening within, but there is the energy of procrastination here. But believe me, sooner than later, he won't be able to hide, behind that anymore. Let me go on. Didn't I tell you? Hiding what's going on inside of him, And I'll tell you what it's doing to him. This here, I don't even need the cards to know, is because I know people like that. Him hiding that change or like that transformation within, I'm telling you, it's messing up like that sacral energy actually between them and the karmic. That's what it does. When your soul is not right, you start having like all kinds of problems when it comes to that energy. And men, whether you want to believe it or not, they're more subject, to like dysfunction when it comes to those things. Here for us is a different type of thing. It's like more of a mental thing. With them, the mental can attack the body. Yeah. I'm seeing him like having a new idea of what this happiness here means to him. Yeah, let me see. I need to take him back. Yeah, to that emperor. Do you see that, people? He's having like a new idea of what it is like to be in a family. This here is the card for either a father, somebody who is married, responsible, either rich, but it's not that, it's like that position as the masculine in a family. I need to clarify this card here. He wants something better for himself, than just money and that fast life. This year, I wouldn't be surprised if like a feminine figure comes. That's crazy. I'll tell you something. This here spirit like guaranteeing me for someone listening to me that you're going to have this victory. It's saying the wheel of fortune to me is like flip something, or so I'm saying. Yes, like binary code, the chariot, something about the future and this victory. Some of you, you're going to have your guy, you're listening to me, or you're a man. You two are actually going to get married. I can see it here. I can even see it here because this here is a card for celebration as well. I can see it. So I'll kick these cards aside. Definitely the idea of him like closing a cycle. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on to that moon energy that I told you about earlier, and this union here. That idea of definitely being in regret. I'll tell you something else. Your person saying to you that he's still like contemplating the situation, and I'm not liking it, but that's the message. These things here, they're happening within him. I'm saying to you, he will close this cycle. But as to right now, he's like, this hangman is like taking in a lot of information, people. I can see it here because it's literally like pushing him. You would figure it out to the top. This here is where you want to see him. If it were for him, like where he wants to see himself, he'll be the 10 of Pentacles here, believe me. It's that chaser's card that keeps bothering me. I need to do it like this, but I hope you heard me. I can see him being in the energy of regret over the stuff that he has done, that like childish, that page energy. I can see this moon energy or this darkness, bringing him closer to union. I told you, somebody, you're going to get married to your person here that's listening to me 100%. Let me figure him out and I'll give you another message. It's like idea of like, high priesthood, like what's going on? But I'm on the right track. It's about that lover's energy, that sacral energy I keep talking about. The fact that he would want to heal that. For some of you, I'll tell you what the problem is. Some of you, you've chased your guy to like, I don't know how to explain this, but I'll tell you what it is. In his mind, he feels like this here, it would never happen. Because you messed it up, on the way. I can literally see it here. That's what some of these guys are saying to me. It's a little bit like she messed it up so well for us, when she was chasing me is what I can hear here. But there's another message, that like dark night of the soul energy from the past. That's what he's contemplating a little bit. But I'll tell you something, to that death card and the wheel of fortune and even the world card, not for much longer. And I hope that you have heard me, because I'm saying to you, you and that person being in the same space is becoming a burden to your person. And I need some more. Some of you, to that 7 of Wands, is just because you're giving him like, the type of energy where he doesn't even know if it's all right, to come and pursue you is what's really going on. I can see it here. Is like, do you understand that some of them, this woman in their lives is like really real? I can see your connection here, that's like bothering their mix. Yeah. I'll tell you another message I'm feeling. These like karmic, so whatsoever third party, they're very real in their lives. So the idea of like doubt or not knowing whether you'd be in their lives or not, these guys, or like some of them, they're not like ready to jeopardize, sorry, this life of pentacles here for like literally a dream, or like something you ought to have like faith in. Do you know what Spirit is saying to me in like return? Do you see that Page of Pentacles? He talks of like, being childlike. And Spirit is saying to me, is because this guy know nothing about love, is what he's saying to me. And I'll tell you why. Your DM, I mean your counterpart, your guy, your girl, your divine match, he ought to take risks, and believe in love. Exactly. To that like Knight of Cups. Exactly. This here's a guy saying, just hold on, I'm walking away from this. Hold on, I'm walking away from this. And I would never give you the message if it weren't like a true spiritual one, because nobody's trying to waste your time over here, but that's exactly what I'm seeing. I'll tell you something because I know my cards like that. Some of you, you're dealing with the Virgo as a karmic. That woman beside him is a Virgo. She's heartbroken. Heartbroken. Lets me know he still has to answer my question here, or I will tell you something else about this chaser here. He's saying like he's come back to his senses, but I want to know what he's chasing. Some of you, you're definitely dealing with the King of Air. And that guy is on your way. But it's more than that. All the kings are out, it's many of them on the way. I'll tell you, because these cards are not explaining what I want. Yeah, to that card, like, I'm seeing a separation. I gotta stop here because the message is actually here. Do you understand that some of them will have the strength to actually chase you? I don't even need to see it. I know that it is you, but like that idea of like, just go for it. Go for it. These are also like wands, like that energy that guides you where you need to be. This guy is going to go for it, is what he says, and I'll tell you why. You don't even know what this thing here has done to him. You don't know what the memory, the thoughts of you, and things like that have done to this guy here, which is exactly why he's in the making of like rebuilding himself. And I believe it, people. There's a definite like change here, and I hope that you have heard me. Let me have a little break, and then I'll go for some more cards. I hope that all of you are doing well. Shador, just hang on, because I don't want to break this reading with no other energy when we're done. If you're still here, I'm going to see for you a little bit though. But let me go on. So as to the M and the karmic and the energy around that Segal chakra, like what's going on? I need him to be like true. I'm seeing here like somebody saying, like building with the karmic, that like initial choice literally to build something from the ground with the karmic instead of you, somebody regretting that. And I'm telling you something, for some of you, this karmic here even tried to reach out to you. I'm saying to you, this woman here, she regrets that. I can feel the energy of the karmic being stressed out for the moment, and I hope you heard me. So one of you here, this karmic, this third party whatsoever, she reached out to you not too long ago. It didn't go the way she wanted to. Yeah, it says to me like that's the truth. For most of you, the karmic, because she can feel this change, is literally like spying on him because she doesn't want to lose him. Exactly. You see that energy of nine? Like, I'm telling you, either it's like nearly there or it has already begun because the karmic can feel it too, is what I'm seeing here. Let me go on. I need to clarify this here. Yeah, I knew it. This here is not what it is. The karmic is convinced that she is like this guy, divine match, which is why she's trying to rebuild this thing here with him because she's convinced that what they are experiencing together is a union of some kind. And I need one more card, but you would understand. I'm going to take this one back, but so that you would see it's exactly what I felt like. Really, union is because when this karmic here loses your DM, the one that I'm feeling, she will never recover from it, people. Because her, just like you, she thinks like he's everything to her. Like, you know what? This girl here, she's playing with my happiness. But I'll tell you something, whether she wants to rebuild it or not, I can see the energy of them not being in the Two of Cups, though they are in the same space and those arguments coming. Yeah, which is why she's feeling that energy. The karmic story is not your problem, but if you ever wanted to know or needed to know, that's how she's feeling. I wouldn't rejoice over it. I'd be like, at this point here, I'm feeling like just being indifferent to everything. Like, queens of no, FUCKS given. That's what we're doing here. I need another card, but I can see where the karmic is, yeah, because she really, really, really cares for this guy. That's that energy of heart being heartbroken over this thing here. And I'm saying to you, this card here is in reverse, like not being able to heal from that is because she truly loves him. And I believe it even to this one here. Some of you are dealing with the true karmic, true one. And I can see her here. Some of you have children with your DM, or your DM has children with the karmic. I can see it here. What I'm seeing here is a little bit like sometime. I'm so sorry. I'm like tongue tied that I know I'm speaking the truth. I'm seeing here some guy like buying some time, saying to somebody something, which is what that heartbreak and those sleepless nights is coming from, with that energy of love here. Like, I want my union, but we're not getting along, or I want him, we're not getting along. He said it to her, like, give me some time. Let me either travel, or like, this here is physically removing himself from her. And I got one card here. That card for children again is like being acknowledged, which is maybe why she's panicking, at this point here. He told her so. I need this retreat or whatsoever here so I can make up my mind as to, this new love here, because a little bit the way that it has been, it cannot go on like that. Some of them have children. I keep trying to tell you. I'm saying to you, this one karmic situation I'm seeing here is coming to an end. And did not tell you the energy of like nine is because either is like done or it has been done. This year is very close or has been. Believe me. She's awaiting literally the answer of her life. I can see it here. Like he told her, give me some time or whatsoever. That idea of being burdened, maybe you feel burdened, but these two, they feel burdened to him because he's got like two situations. He's like changing within, and her because she cares for him just as much as you do, you know, whether you want to believe it or not is true. That idea of like being trapped or whatsoever, and it's not just that she feels like this, somebody's going to free themselves, you know. She feels like she's awaiting this answer here. He told her, give me some time. One is feeling trapped, the other one is freeing themselves, is what I'm seeing here. Spirit is saying to me that's the scenario for many of you listening to me here. Yeah, to that Four of Cups, like always to me, like what's happening in real life, you know. Spirit is saying to me, this thing here, it was more like, and I'm saying was for a reason, it was more like resistance than anything else because I can see the change here. I can see that he's like powerless now, you know. Somebody's definitely cutting something or somebody off. I can see it here. I'll tell you something, believe me. To that karmic energy, you see that Two of Pentacles like really close and that Five of Wands. Their life is like arguments, you know. That's not what he wants. He wants this Two of Cups, and I'm saying to you, he wants it with you. And it's like again that idea of like hold on. But I, yeah, to the woman that's right here listening to me. Somebody is saying to me, I'm letting go of the karmic. Will you hold on for me? I'm talking to you. And I can see it here even to these two here. Like, you know, the masculine energy saying to you, I'm going to be in that mode here of cutting her out, you know, and you're being acknowledged 100% if you're like a air sign or dealing with an air sign here. I need that card underneath, and that's my last card. This stuff here is really happening like that, people. Really happening like that, people, because spirit is it keeps on showing me like this 9+1 type of scenario, like you're extremely close, you know. I'll tell you it. Yeah, I knew it, but I need that card underneath. I'm so sorry. He's saying to me a little bit in the past, I enjoyed, you know, money and that fast life, but I've come to my senses, you know, and I don't even need to touch anything. Is because, you know, he's found somewhat of his purpose, people, to that Three of Wands here. Because he knows he's divine at the end of the day, you know, a child of God, or like, you know, definitely headed towards the right direction, the, you know, the godly or like godlike direction. I can see it here. But I'm saying to you that sacral energy, he used to really enjoy it. He's saying it to me here like that was everything to me. I enjoyed money and that fast life, you know. It is what it is, people. Let's, you know, do this. That moon energy is, you know, like realizing this thing. He's also in the energy of depression, people. He keeps saying And yeah, I will leave it at that, people. Like coming to the realization of the very things that I'm like trying to explain to you, that the sacral energy is something that you ought to respect, and that is actually made for marriage or for commitment. This guy here is like, as he's seeing those things or like realizing it or thinking about those things, he's also depressed. And I hope that you have heard me. You're very welcome, Ashley. I'm still trying to figure out like when is it fitting most of you. Didn't I tell you like the idea of a burden? Let me tell you, like when you feel burdened, you feel like you have to let something go. I can't see it here. Ooh. To that sun card. If you're listening to me, this here is a message of hope, and I'm saying to you, even to that high priestess here, is a little bit like your person, he's seeing the light. Yeah. To that king of cups, like somebody who now knows how to love and how to love right is what's going on. I need to clarify this here. There's something that did not work out for him, or like that's not manifesting or whatsoever. I need to clarify these two, but you would figure out that there is like an energy or whatsoever, and I know which one it is. Is this one that's like preventing him from being divine? But I'll take one more so that you can see it like I can. You would understand. To that Ace of Pentacles in reverse, he's saying to me like nothing was going for me, basically nothing was happening for me. Exactly. To that Ten of Pentacles in reverse too, like nothing was working for me. To that Hierophant, it's a little bit of that like, like angel versus devil type of thing. This here would be literally like you heard the angel's voice the whole time, but you had to ignore it. I knew better, but I chose otherwise. Well, I'm telling you, nothing worked out for him, and I'll tell you why. It's because when you want to manifest all of the good stuff, it needs to go through that energy. This energy needs to be aligned to. So, the devil has, tricks and how it takes that energy from you. So you're like a victim, to this matrix, and like spiritually you're bankrupt, is exactly what happened to this guy here. And he understand, cool, that energy is fine and everything, but at the end of the day is preventing me from being divine. And mind you, those are pentacles. I need some more cards, but I'll tell you, the fact that his sacral chakra is not balanced and exchanging it, with some kind of a karmic, whether you can see it or not, for real, nothing was working out for him. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This type of person here, they can have their pockets full of money, but whenever they leave their house, something happens. Doesn't have to do with money. It's just like, nothing working for you. But he's in the making of changing that, of rebuilding himself. And this guy here versus these pentacles in reverse, he's aware of what went wrong. So now as he's like watering this thing here, he's really paying attention to it. And I hope that you have heard me. The idea of knowing that he was going in the wrong direction. The idea that he's tired of the deception, because I'm saying something to you. When you want to indulge in this kind of like energy too much, you're going to have secrets. You're going to have either like a double life or whatsoever. I can see it here. Somebody tired of literally like carrying the weight of this like secret life here. This here feels like somebody coming down from an experience, you know. I don't know if you understand that to that card like judgment. Like, you know what? This is what I ended up with from living this fast life here is exactly what I'm seeing with that judgment card. Like, this is all it has brought me, is what I'm seeing. That idea of having to make a choice is very real, people. The smoke clearing around your person here, I know it, you know, it's the truth. That's what he's going through. And I'm saying to you, he's going to cut somebody off. And I hope you heard me. This here is not, I don't know how to explain that with words. It's not like with the code. I know it, you know, because the emperor was a strong one. He's ready for a family. So let me just like shuffle my cards and give you the card that's like, you know, instead of this one here. Somebody's saying to me, like, to that emperor in reverse, whether I was not available, not the man in your life, whether I was like childish, whether I was like in the making, some of them, your DMs, like young, to the point, you know, you're going to have to give them some time, you know, to mature a little bit like that. I need to take that back. But this card here, the start card, like a little bit, it is time, you know. Yeah. To that card now. Like some of you want it now. Some of you, believe me, people, I know my cards. Some of you are done with your person to the point that even if they wanted to, they can't even reach you anymore. This here is like either number disconnected or person no longer available, is what's going on here, because you set that Queen of Swords energy onto them. One person here is saying to me, I'm good, but I don't even know how to contact her, you know, which is why this thing here, it cannot happen. Some of you, believe me, people, the only thing that's missing to this thing here is for you to open communication, is all it is. And I hope that you have caught that, you know. Hopefully I won't have to. Oh Lord, what's going on? It's funny, like, you know, I'm laughing about it, but at the same time, the ones that are doing this is because you really convinced yourself, you know, mind you, that star card was in reverse, that there is no future between you and your person. I need one more card, but I believe you're wrong. I can see that sacral energy here. What's going on? Some of you definitely dealing with the King of Air. I believe that he has healed that energy. Exact. Ooh, my lord. Believe me. Believe me. But it's not just that. This here is the masculine energy. I can see it to the card like work and success and hope. and new love. I'm saying to you, your person, he like healed a little bit. I mean, not just a little bit. This is a king. His sacral chakra, his intimacy, to the point where he can think a lot clearer here. I can see it, and it's not by chance. It's because this guy here worked on himself. And I'm not sure that some of you are ready to hear that, because I can see you here. And it's not just one of you. A lot of you have lost hope in your DM, in your masculine. I can see it here. But I'm here to tell you that eventually, things are going to change. And this movement that I can see, I talked about it, it has already begun. And I hope you heard me exactly. This here is not the wheel of fortune in reverse. It's like there's a switch, or like I can see it here. There's a switch energetically, and I've been feeling it too. I need to know what's underneath. I'm saying to you what is saying, this karmic here, she will never get over that. Some of them, they don't want this thing here to end. But I'm saying to you, whether she wants to or not, sooner than later, she'll be out of the picture. I'm saying to you, this karmic here, she won't be able to renew herself around this energy. In other terms, it's something that's going to block her for a long time. And I know it's even to that wheel of fortune here. But I'm seeing this tower moment happening between your masculine and that karmic energy. Somebody's going to feel powerless, but this here is too like divine energy. I need to see what's underneath. If you only knew. Yeah. Okay, let me just explain something to you. I'm saying to you, I can see a separation here in the energy, if nothing else, from all of these like karmic situations, believe me. But I can see one in particular, or she's not going to like that, because of the fact that this guy here wouldn't love her. She's not going to be able to renew herself around that. And for some of you, I wouldn't be surprised if this woman is even doing like, so I mean, witchcraft. I don't even know why I said that, but like witchcraft and all of these things on you, she will go all in, because she cannot walk away from this thing here or have him walk away. And I can see it here. All of those are like cards of, I don't know how to explain, but you would figure it out. Like, I don't want it to be over. This year, not being able to reinvent yourself, that high priestess in reverse is no good energy. And only because she cannot deal with the fact that, this guy wouldn't love her anymore. And I hope you heard me. Let me go on. So maybe there's no clear-cut explanation as to, why they share this like sacral energy with somebody else, but I can tell it is all like karma. And I suggest you take the time to clean like this energy of yours, because I feel like he's doing that. And in the making, the karmic, she'll be out of the picture, believe me, but she doesn't want to. She just doesn't want to. I got to. There are two groups here that are listening to me. I can see one, believe me, even if this guy gave you his offer today, the one that you've always wanted, you wouldn't even want it, believe me. And others, it's like you're wondering, like, but he's not doing anything. You're wondering that as you're listening to me, he's not doing anything. How come, and stuff like that. That's exactly like some of you don't even know what's going on with your person. And I'm saying to you with this Queen of Wands here is because of your soul journey. Whatever happens, just understand that it is part of your soul journey. I can see you here. All these situations, they're different. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you, as long as this one here is not aligned exactly to this card, I'm happy, that's like bothering me. Your person is not going to be happy. And once that energy is balanced, actually, you both are going to be. And I hope you heard me. Into that Two of Cups, I can see it here. And I'll tell you something else. I'm feeling the energy of you healing that sacral chakra energy further together. I keep getting that, Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, somebody's going to get divorced, and I hope that you have heard me. Somebody is going to cut this family that I can see here, be in the energy of freedom, and cutting this one woman that I can see here. And I hope you heard me. Yeah. I'm saying to you energetically, your person is single if you're resonating with me. This here is actually in reverse. Believe me. He's saying to me, believe me, being in the energy of heartbreak over you because of what he destroyed, in your relationship. I'm saying, he's thinking of the past and reminiscing of you. This guy is saying basically, like, it's a brand new, yeah. This, I've just had divine confirmation. It's a brand new idea whatsoever, but at the end of it, I'm going to offer this cup of love to you, is what I wanted to say. This idea is brand new or whatsoever. This dream is brand new, but I'm coming to give it to you, and I'm thinking of you, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, I knew it. It's, when three cards come in reverse, I know that I gotta flip them most cases, but I'll give you here a last message, and that should be it. I'll tell you what I can see, because it's funny, I've seen it being done. When I'll tell you, I'm going for like the high priesthood energy, but I've seen like magician energy, and it's definitely that of a man. I hope you understand that these DMs, know what like magic they possess or whatsoever. These masculines, they're starting to come to such an understanding, that if I want to be this alchemist or whatsoever, I need to control my sacral energy, is what's going on. And believe me, when I'm seeing this is like a world movement. They may be new at that, but they're building this like alliance here, definitely, because the masculine energy finally figured out whatsoever, though it's a new concept for them, that everything stems from that energy. For them it really does, and I believe it, whether the power to manifest and to, it goes through that. Somebody figured it out here. Yeah. This here is spirit saying to you, hold on. And I'm laughing because it's ahead of me, like it doesn't even give me the chance to finish my sentence, like hold on. That's exactly what's going on. He's new at that. It's a new thought, but he's going to keep on watering it, into that Seven of Pentacles. This here is saying, this guy is really starting from the beginning, but at least he's getting somewhere. I wouldn't mind seeing, like, the solar plexus chakra as we are speaking. And whether you know of it or not, your person was lower than low. Believe me. Because if this is where he is, lets you know he's like started with nothing, basically spiritually bankrupt is what's going on. But he has hope somehow. And believe me, people, I know my cards. I know my cards. That's that solar plexus energy as well. He's getting somewhere. Yeah. Something's pushing him somewhere. That's the three of pentacles, you know. I'm saying a little bit like recognition of who he is or who he could be. Believe me, like this is no way to live, you know, is what I'm seeing here exactly to that card wisdom. I'm telling you. I'm saying those darker energies or whatsoever, they're catching up on him. That's what's really going on, you know, that would want him to change, you know. And I'll tell you something that you may not be aware of. Do you understand that you're part of that? Like literally the unleashing of like energies against him when you don't want your divine match anymore. That's exactly what's happening. Or like feel more comfortable not having him in your life. Yeah, you know, forces are against him, and I can see them here. But I can see movement also, like something, I don't know, let me see. I got two cards. This here is a strong picture. I need this card here. He will he will eventually come to his power to do it, you know, like whatever your situation is, whatever that wall is. And I'll tell you why this guy has got to do this, literally to the next step, having power into this beginning here, is because otherwise he would sacrifice this spiritual union with you. If he keeps giving to those karmics and if he does not clear up his sacral chakra, eventually he's going to sacrifice the spiritual union of his lives. And I hope you caught that. You know, he needs to change. And for you, you need to see that day like happening very soon. Believe me. It should let you know that you're ready into this like victory and success. That's what he's got in mind, you know. He doesn't want to sacrifice it. He actually wants this union just like you. You come into exactly to that idea of like destiny is all it is all it is, people. Awareness. Didn't I tell you about that magician card? They know. They know, people. That's what's going on. They know that controlling their sacral energy is unleashing this type of power here where they can be a magician. Believe me, is what's going on. And I'll take one more. I can see your person either being single or for some of you, like, you know, moving out from where they are is what's going on. I can see separation. I can see one divorce, 100% from you guys listening to me, to my third eye chakra, you know, let's, you know, call it what it is. I'm saying to you, some of you are dealing with the Virgo. She's out of the picture. For others, I can see your person like being in this energy. And some of you actually, Virgo, are like, you know, resonating with the energy of Virgo. And I need that card underneath. Do you see that? Like the Six of Pentacles is the idea of like giving or like generous. I'm saying to you, this guy here, he's blinded by that light. When he's by himself, you know, do you see this book or whatsoever? I can see him like literally researching this here. Into, you know, that like magician energy is for this here, and believe me, it's to be able to give to you amongst, I mean, other people. But the idea of like material and spiritual prosperity has entered his head, people. Like he wants it all, and I can see it here. Yeah, that idea of having to make a choice, very real. And like, you know, to that world card, or like the universe here saying, you know, it's done. He's going to have to make a choice. That's it. The cycle is done. I wouldn't be surprised if like a card for communication is underneath, because I can see it. For some of you, it's just that little space here between you and your person. A little something, and then the path is free, is more how I'm seeing this card here, and I hope that you have heard me. Otherwise, I can see like the obstacles intensifying when it comes to that karmic situation, because this guy is emotionally withdrawn, sorry. He is. I can see it here. I told you. And some of them, they're not saying that to you or to their karmic, you know, what's really happening to them exactly, the truth. I don't know why, but I can see it. Some of them are hiding the truth as to what's going on within them. But believe me, they know if they keep going the way that they are going to literally like sacrifice this union with you. It means to me action or a change is coming. This will be my last card. He knows the truth inside. He's just that he's hiding it to you or to others, and he keeps to himself, because this guy is in his heart space. And we did not get like the solar plexus chakra, but I can see it in these like what you call it, like star energy, like divine energy here. To this heart chakra, we are nearly there, people. I mean, he is. Like that song, you know, from the Jacksons, Almost There. I can see it here. Definitely. I can see it here. For some of you, all that needs to happen is for you guys to talk to each other, and this thing here is done. Is sealed. Believe me. If he could only say to you the things that he has inside, when he keeps to himself, you know, this thing here would happen, is what I'm seeing, you know. It's not for no reason that this guy is like finally aligning his like sacral chakra. That there is leading you, I mean, is leading him somewhere, and I'm saying to you, it's leading him to you. He's divine match. And I know that card is here. Believe me, this guy knows in the card even awareness that you are his destiny, and that if he doesn't pay attention to what's going on with in front of him, so sorry. With that card, you know, awareness, you know, he's literally going to sacrifice this like spiritual union here. And I'm saying to you, this guy here is looking for alignment in order just not to lose it, people, is what's going on, believe me. And I can even see the card here like triumphant success is what it is, people. And I'm saying something to you, whether you know of it or not. In this kind of thinking, the universe is helping your person, whether you like it or not, you know. And I can see it here. Hi Dale. How you all? Help from above. Didn't I tell you that the universe was helping this guy? Because with this type of mentality, or like wanting to clear out this kind of chakra here, of course you're going to get help, and I can see it. Like the universe is helping him. I just said so. And if you pay attention, and for yourself to watching me, if you pay attention, you will see that like a lot of our wounds, we carry like since childhood, and they have to do with this energy here. I'm saying to you, whether you want to ignore it or abuse it, that sexual energy is very, very, very important to this universe here. So it's an energy that you gotta protect, and if you have not, I'm saying to you, your person went all the way back, to their childhood to figure out like why they lived their sexuality this way. Here, I'm seeing it here, people. And I advise you do the same thing, that's what you need in order to heal it. Exactly, because those pulsions, more than anything else, they stem from far. And I'm saying something to you, even like intimacy or sexuality, it comes in cycles, people. In stages is what I had in mind, and then those like cards, or this card shows out. My lord, do you see my phone like losing its mind? Is because I'm right about the stuff that I'm about to say. You just have to understand like some of these stages, of growth or development. They're really like crucial, people. So sometimes it really comes from very, very far. But I'm saying along the way, whether it was like being a teenager or a young adult or a married man or an older man, do you understand that like your intimacy or your sexuality is something that you're like constantly having to renegotiate with yourself. And I'm sorry I can't even speak because this stuff here is true. It's coming from far, just like truth. And I'm saying to you, your person is renegotiating that with himself as we speak. And maybe you are as well. I can't speak English, guys. I don't know what's happening to me today, but it is what it is. And it says it right here, people. Have faith. Is all. I need some more. The way my phone went off when I started speaking about like those stages of development and like those what you call it cycles that you go through should let you know something. Even if he was immature, eventually, he matured is what's going on, nothing more. I'll take this card back, but I can see the idea of either you or him, somebody is definitely creating some space here despite all of the stuff that I'm saying. You both want the same thing. Even to this Chariot card here. But somehow there is space. Do you see that idea of him like grounding himself? I believe it. I believe it. Just because of those kings, at the beginning, that idea again of creating space, maybe that's why for some of them they're taking their distance from you. Believe me, they're not like just like what you call it, like crossing their fingers and looking at the ceiling is not what's going on here. They're working on themselves. And I hope you heard me. And I can see this like contact point between you two. And I'll tell you why. It's because this guy's getting ready for you is what's going on. There is only hope. That's how he sees that, he's following the light, following that hope here. That's what he's saying. This here is crazy, people. Do you know what this spirit here is saying to me? It's saying to me like I can literally hear your voice in my head. I can literally hear your voice is what the spirit is saying to me, that masculine spirit. So, maybe you guys said something to your person about like being better or like living like a better life. He heard you. And it's a little bit like those things that some of you said to your DM or whatsoever, do you understand that there is what keeps him going, is what I'm hearing here. Or like some advice you gave him or something you shared with him is what keeps him going. Something that he can see, like literally. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy here is like starting like real connections. I'm sticking to it again with people of his kind. Like, maybe they gather or I don't know what it is, but I can see it here. And it's not just that, believe me, to that like card here, it made me think of that like right away. And I don't usually get that, but this guy is researching. I don't know what he's doing into that hermit that I can't see, but I'm seeing it here too. And I'm saying to you that guy there, seeing like the bigger picture of this thing here as to who is his soulmate and what is a soulmate is what he is seeing, like the bigger picture. And it's funny because I cannot speak, but it's all right. Didn't I tell you like that idea of him like linking up with other people? I can see it here. Like the idea like he found his soul family as well. I can see it here. You may not be able to see that, you listening to me, but I'm saying to you, nothing has gone wrong in this relationship here. Everybody gets the chance to grow, and you have to leave that room for your person. You want for people to be who you have decided them to be, but at the end of it, you have to let them be themselves, is what I'm seeing here. Everybody learns at their own pace, and maybe space. And it says it right here, to soul journey. He's on a soul journey, you're on a soul journey. But I'm saying to you, if you're resonating with me because that energy bothers you, the sacral energy is being like rebalanced, realigned. And I hope you heard me. The energy of missing you, remembering some of the stuff that you have told him. Yeah. Didn't I tell you? Alignment. I can see it. I showed you. Obvious. Manifestation. Obvious. I saw it in the other cards because this guy wants union. And do you see how alignment is the key to, literal key to manifest union? And I need one more card. That's what it says to me. And he's doing that, So be careful. He's going to be somewhat of an alchemist on you. And then you'll find yourself at this meeting point here without even knowing it, That idea of transformation is very real. The idea of him wanting to be better, to do better, than being into these two energies here, you would understand like the lower type of vibration. I can see it here. The idea of him being different, it goes with transformation, but I'm saying to you, this here is my angel card. This here is beyond doing better, It's like tapping into those like godly type of energies, the one that makes a real divine masculine, if you're in a twin flame. Oh my lord, twin flame relationship. Hey, you can't say you didn't see this, with me. I'm amazed because I could feel it. I believe it, that there is a shift, in the masculine energy. that they are learning by now to control their sacral energy. And you can see this to the idea of expansion too, either expanding their mind, their thoughts, or their energy. I can feel it expanding, like one, just like we were, one, each of them in their corner, finding like their soul family, expanding. I'm telling you, it's exactly what's happening. Where are you? I can't find my cards today. And I'm sorry, people, but there's the card soul family here. You can see that idea of expansion, of doing better. And I'm saying to you, I believe it. That's all. I'll give you a last message here. Do you understand that those soul ties, those soul, like karmic situations were literally like orchestrated by the universe to give you this kind of power here, this kind of soul power here. And I hope you heard me. It's doing the same thing to your person. Let the story, write itself. And I can see that idea of joy. Somebody's going to be happy here, just listening to me. I need another card, but I can feel that karmic. I'm saying to you, even in the company of the karmic, this guy is detaching himself and being more like in a meditative type of energy. Definitely like, restoring the balance within him. And I'm saying to you, whether you can see it or not in this picture, believe me, this guy is even withholding his sexual energy, is what I'm seeing. I can see this hostilities going on with the karmic over this change within him, yeah? The karmic is not wanting to let them go. And this here might be definitely some kind of shared energy, like, whatever it is, like, there's a force that is like, preventing the shift here from happening. I can see it here. To that sun card, we don't even have to worry, He's got that good energy onto him. I can feel it. But the karmic, and I'll take one last card for this karmic. I'm saying to you, this here's a message of hope. Yeah, that anxiety for the karmic because of her attachment, to him. That energy of envy, and believe me, it is towards you, is what's going on with this karmic here. She's envious of you. Did I tell you, the love that you give is not like any other. It's not like the karmics, that's for sure. So you don't have to worry about anything. If you feel like you're an angel of love to your person, all I'm here to tell you to this throat chakra here is that you're protected. You're protected by the sun and divine energy. Don't you even worry. I'm here to tell you that, door to value. Didn't I tell you with the cards, at the beginning, like I can feel that energy around me. I now create a wonderful new job. I prosper wherever I turn. I can see it here. So whoever's got their their hands, in that pot, get your money, honey. The temple path, I'm saying to you, this guy here, he's coming closer. He's getting there. He can see what's going on, and so it's the same thing for you. If you pay attention, you're getting really close. And this is my last card, the Magician and the Mirror. Didn't I tell you that this guy here finally figured out that like controlling his sacral energy gives him powers basically, but this here is superpowers, people, and I have seen it. So that's, yeah, he wants to be a magician. to be able to even manifest you back in his life and have his pockets full of money and all of that, you know. He knows what energy he's got to sacrifice for that now, or like hold in check. He's saying to himself, you know, you're very close to achieving your goal. And when I see this temple path here, I believe him. And mind you, there's a door, you know, we don't care about the money, but there's a door underneath. I believe it's communication is key. Didn't I tell you earlier? He's aligned to the point where the next block is like the throat chakra and everything is good. You know, you guys need to talk to each other and take it easy, have that real talk. He's saying to himself, you know, that he's good enough, is that energy of being better, of expansion, of thinking like a divine masculine is exactly what's happening to him. Yeah, he's definitely in that energy of like, you know, meditation and contemplation to even understand what's happening to him, you know, and he does that by himself or with like a select few others who understand him. Otherwise, nobody knows. And it says it here, it's time to release negativity. I'm saying to you, some of them are getting ready to release the karmic. Believe me. And it says it here, luck is on your side for your divine partner and for you if you're listening to me. And it says it here like balance, spirituality, and practicality. That's what he ought to do. And believe me, there's going to be like a gap between these two here when it comes to his life and the life that he's living with the karmic, which is why I'm saying to you, sooner than later, they're going to release her because she won't match them, you know, energetically. And it says it here for him, don't let pride get in your way. Some of them are just too proud, you know, and it is what it is. And it says it here, prosperity lies ahead for him. I'm saying to you, whatever he does, the universe is going to help him like get closer to you. In Taurus, like a pentacle energy, you're going to see. Somebody's going to bring love into your situation is what he's got in mind. And let's keep it, you know, step out of your comfort zone. Some of them felt really comfortable living that fast life or beside the karmic. Well, I'm telling you, with this energy of shift, you're going to see his location, what you call it, like the place where he resides, his job, his country. You're going to see some like palpable change about this person here. I'm telling you, I can see it here. I know it, you know, it's true. So before I finish this here, let me tell you certain signs that are going to resonate even more. If you or your person is an Aquarius, the Taurus, Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces again, Virgo, and Gemini. You or your person. Yeah. It says it here, stay optimistic about your love life. That's what he's doing, people. It's not really that optimism, it's more so that positive thinking. Like, let me get out of this negativity about this sacral energy here and be like, you would understand the concept of like optim something, whether optimizing or whatsoever is exactly what I'm seeing. And it says it here too, like faith, you know, being a better person because he's a divine masculine is what I'm seeing here. It says the signs are cautioning you. I don't see it yet, you know, but if I do, I would tell you. There's something here you would understand. I have like a mountain of cards. I don't even know. Didn't I tell you? this guy would get separated from this karmic here. You better believe it. I can see it is like inevitable, you know. You don't have to believe me. But once you've tapped, you know, into certain energies, like, you know, I'm seeing here all over the place here, you know, separation from the karmic. I said so, you know. And some of them is even a separation from a wedding. I mean, a marriage here. The situation involves marriage. I can see separation and divorces, people. And I hope you're catching that. Him making the effort to do just that, you know. Yeah, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Didn't I tell you? That's what Spirit said, you know, at the beginning. It's like, you know, he doesn't give this love a chance because he doesn't know anything about love. Well, I can see somebody just like surrendering for this love here and taking the steps, you know, the universe is guiding them to, even if it makes, you know, to put an end to a relationship or even a marriage, you know, for some of you. And let's call it, you know, a day. Engagement is not what it is. I'm saying something to you. Do you understand that's what this card here is saying? Because quite frankly, I think that this is my situation and I'm not even aware of it. I can see separations, divorce, and even like the breaking of an engagement here is what's going on. These guys are letting go of the karmic energy. Yeah, because of that energy here, that like, you know, spiritual energy. It's influencing the situations that I'm seeing here. This guy is freeing himself from the situation and taking control, back control of his life and of his sacral chakra too. And do you know why he's doing that? For religious factors and reasons is exactly what's going on. And I can even see it here. You see, whatever, you know, that's soulcraft here. So that, people, that was my reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.